I feel like some of your stupid fans think that's your pick. Some of the stupider ones.
No, because none of the followers are mine. None of them have follow back.
Interesting.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 40 days and 40 nights.
What's up, chatters?
You
Chatters?
were out of my league. All the things I believe. Yo, all right, yo. We actually listened to Greasy's homie, like the artist that Greasy told us to listen to. His shit kind of fire.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna lie.
ask him. I'm gonna ask him if he has masters to his music so that I can ask to get his shit on stream. You know, we thought he was fucking with us, but he actually proved it. One of Eastland's like third uncles is a member of Coldplay. Like third, three times removed. I don't know how Americans say it.
They're
Троюродный.
how? Oh, fucking Eastland, bro.
I know it's kind of crazy. It's kind of baller too. You know interesting. Yo,
That's
I was gonna say something. All right, I watched The Giver, and it was literally good. Like,
giver.
I'm not here with the fucking slander.
The-
Do you know the movie? It has shit ratings, but
Mhm.
it's it's fucking beautiful.
Is it better than the book? Because the book was low key just a rip off of two other books.
I can't read. No, I
Oh,
don't know. I've never read the book.
oh, we have to read it in
The
seventh
book
grade.
is better. I hate motherfuckers who say that. I don't care. I didn't ask. The book is better. I don't care. I'm not
Yo,
gonna fucking read it. I'm
yo.
not gonna read it.
I'm sorry, but you guys can love The Giver as much as you want. But at one point, you realize it's literally a ripoff of a fucking Ayn Rand book.
Bro, The
And
Giver, listen, I hate shit like that. I hate when I mention a movie and someone's like, the book is so much better. You have to read the book. It's so much better. I'm not reading the fucking book, dog. I'm not reading the book, bro. It's not happening. Okay? It's not fucking happening. I'm not reading a fucking fiction book. You think I'm gonna read a fiction book?
yes,
No.
yes,
What is
you
the
should be reading fiction too. I mean, it's good to read fiction as much as it is to read nonfiction.
no? No, it's not. Fiction books are like actually top 10 most useless, like fucking time spent. Useless,
Bro,
useless ways to spend time. Like, why would you ever read a fiction book? Holy shit.
holy hell. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're very wrong.
I hated
But
the ending of the Giver though. What the fuck was in that house? Like, come on, bro. Who was singing? You know? Not all of us want to read Capital. Okay, buddy. And that's why one libertarian walks up to you and is like ECP, and you literally don't know what to say in response. Motherfuckers be like, I'm a communist, but then don't know what a commodity is. What house? At the end of the film, there was a fucking house that was like the first memory that he had too. You were out of my league. All the things. If you only read nonfiction books, you're high-key a loser. Teebs8 said on twitch.tv.
And Teams 8 is correct because if you only read nonfiction books,
On,
bro,
on
no.
twitch.tv. Why did he leave? What the? Ow! What the fuck? You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. I accidentally just poked my eye out hard.
Okay.
Good, bruh.
This is why your imagination is so bad. Like,
My imagination is bad.
imagination is bad.
That's literally cap. I can pull shit out of my ass so easily. My imagination is splendid.
Mm-hmm.
I literally gave a detailed, foolproof plan of how to rob a grocery store.
Well, come on. Imagine real quick. Like,
Imagine what? Imagine all the people.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, whoever said fiction books are movies in your head, that's literally not true. Fiction books are how I improve my vocabulary. Fiction books are how I understand sentence structure. Fiction books are how I stimulate my mind. Fiction books are good for the mental.
Okay, bro. You know what's good for the mental? Some coochie, but you're not getting any of that.
All right, that's it, bro.
Listen to some good music to expand your vocab. Y'all ever read a dictionary? I literally have before. When I was in fourth grade, I just fucking read a dictionary.
I remember in 3rd grade, we had to we were our school was doing some shit and I won. So I got a free dictionary and I had to take a picture and I smiled like this. You know when that was how everybody smiled?
Nope, that wasn't how I smiled. That was a normal human being.
No, because they always taught you to put out all your teeth. So I was like,
I never smiled with my teeth. I would always be like,
okay, boomer.
Fiction is better because you choose what the characters look like. Motherfucker, they describe them.
Yeah.
You Loki just.
Bro, I'm on team fiction, but don't put any bad arguments. And I wouldn't say fiction is better than nonfiction. Fiction is just more fun than nonfiction. Nonfiction is way better for actual understanding of concepts, in my opinion.
Bruh. Tanish's favorite book. Go. This cat finna say Ricky Tikki Tavi or some shit. What was the last fiction book I read, dog? Damn. I guess Gadsby. It should make me want to die.
Favorite book.
I had to read Gadsby Jr.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna cap The Maze Runner. That shit was so good. That shit was so good.
You know what was a good fiction book? Ook and Gluck. From the Captain Underpants series.
I didn't read Captain Underpants, actually.
That shit was emotional when I was in 3rd grade. I read that shit multiple times. Man, that was actually probably 6th grade, honestly. Never mind. I read Ook and Gluck so many times. They should make a movie. Maze Runner based. God, I fucking hate
Let him be, bro.
Oh my gosh. Imagine you're having a real life conversation and someone's like, have you read Maze Runner?
Bro, hold on. You're having a real life conversation and going, have you read Wage, Labor, and Capital?
I don't talk about fucking theory to the average person, bro.
No, what makes you think I talk about fiction books to the average person?
Because that's what fiction readers are like. They make that shit their personality. They be putting, bruh. Fiction readers be like, on their porch with a book, and they like take a snap story and fucking post it on their snap story with the little timestamp and like a cup of coffee. The worst type of people.
You just described every white person. Like you just described every white person, bro. Every white middle-aged liberal.
Not even middle-aged, like little fucking like younger people will be doing that shit, like fiction readers. I hate you if you do that shit. I hate you if you do day-to-day shit and put it on your story. Like, congratulations. Like, when motherfuckers are like, bro, when motherfuckers put a story of them driving and listening to music, I don't fucking care. I don't care. That's like the equivalent, in my opinion, of just like taking a picture of the dishes and just like putting it on your story with the timestamp. Like, why the fuck would you do that? What? No one cares that you're reading a whole book, bro. No one cares that. No one cares about that.
My story is I don't post on my story, so I can't. No, the only thing I post on my story now is fucking sports. Like for the past 4 months now.
I didn't post anything on my story forever, and then I posted on my story, and I was like, I hope Donald Trump don't make it or something like that. And that did not receive well with the people.
Wait. What was that thing you fucking said? Hey, yo, if you're going to vote for Trump, don't go to the polls. And one of your homies lit up with, oh, I shouldn't do this. Okay, I trust you.
Yeah, I put on my story. I was like, if you plan on voting for Trump, just stay home. And someone from my school sides up, and he was like, I was about to vote for Trump. Should I really not do that? And I was like, yeah, you definitely should. He was like, all right, I'm going to just trust your judgment. And he didn't vote because I was like the political kid, like the most likely to be president shit. So he just didn't vote. He just stayed the fuck home. Mm-hmm. I don't even post on a private story anymore. That's some fucking sophomore ass shit to do.
Oh my god.
You know what was so cringe in retrospect?
What?
Quoting people when they say something funny and then putting it on your story.
Nah, not really.
It's not funny when you read it.
No, because normally when you quote people, you think it's only funny with context. But like, there's just some shit where it's like actually funny, no context.
No, I don't think I've ever laughed at like someone's like just quoting someone, and then I was like, damn, maybe it's not funny when I do it either. So I stopped. Like when someone says some funny shit, like some extra funny shit that we would be dying of laughter at for a while. Bruh, sophomore year, I was a fucking documentarian. I recorded everything on Snap. Oh, actually, there was some fiction that I fuck with, and that was Harry Potter, I think. I read Sorcerer's Stone in like 6th grade. And then when I finished it, I was like, that was epic. But then I was like, I really just read fiction. Like that's
I'm not gonna lie.
No, even in 6th grade, I was on the same wave. I was like, I just read fiction. That shit is never happening again.
When was it, bro? That until like 3rd grade, I was like, I read every Magic Tree House book that was made before I got in 3rd grade, and I also read the whole Harry Potter series by 3rd grade, and I read at least half the Percy Jackson series if there's 4. I read 2 of them. That's why. And I was going to start Divergent, but then I found Minecraft, and I'm like, fuck all this shit, bro. I just want to play this video game,
bro. There's so much like stuff you could do instead of reading fiction.
Yo, Denise, show us your homework. All right.
I promise you have an enjoyable high school experience if you don't read fiction, if you don't waste your time on that shit. You want to read fiction? Just go to the city instead and do some shit there.
Did I just not go outside? Wait, hold up. I was in 1st grade. I didn't have work to do. Like I would go over to my friend's house and we would play outside for like 2 hours, and then I would come home, and obviously I had no homework because I'm in elementary school, and then I would read.
I could tell how much someone read fiction as a kid by how hard they sweat when they just need to have a normal conversation with someone. Like it's like the most obvious shit of all time. I could tell if you were the reading type of cat.
Speaking of having normal conversation, I went because it's snowing, so I went to pick up a pizza the other day.
All right.
And those people were being very rude and Italian to me. Look at this guy. He wear mask. Ha!
I don't live by a city, then fucking race in a cornfield. There's so much shit to do if you stepped outside. I promise. And before, I don't know anyone with a car. Well, maybe you fucking would if you weren't at home reading. You can read outside? Bruh, I hate people. No.
I hate reading outside.
There's 10 inches of snow outside. No way. That is perfect going out in shorts and t-shirt weather just to dick around for a little bit.
Freak.
Or you could go in actual snow gear and like play in the snow.
Or, just go in for like half a second in like clothes that are not so ready.
Encouraging hypothermia.
All right, I'm just kidding. If you're not from an area where you're used to snow, don't do that. But listen, I don't know. In PA, we all try to flex on each other by just like wearing like the bare minimum amount when it was like cold as fuck out. Bro, I don't care. When it was -2 out, I wore soccer jerseys to school. I was like,
it was snowing and they told it was snowing and we had like gym as our last class. They said, all right, bring out all your winter gear. We're gonna go outside to walk for gym. And my homie shorts, he literally pulled out a tank top just to walk in the snow. And he literally did not give a fuck.
Listen, in the morning. So my fucking heater was fucked anyway, so I really wasn't able to see out of the car, and it wouldn't be warm in the car. So I would put on my black jeans and like just one layer, just a fucking like soccer jersey. And them shits is like pretty, like they're not dry fit. I don't know how to describe them. They're like thin as fuck, right? I'd be like, all right, -10 out, perfect. Hop in my car, no fuck, like the heater barely working so that I can see out of the fucking car, the defroster on full power. Park at the very, very back of the parking lot. So I got to walk hella far to get to the school entrance just so I could flex. Being like, damn. Like, dude, and low-key, everyone did it. Because, like, hella people would be, like, walking around in shorts and T-shirts, and then there'd be the fucking people who are like, how are you not cold? And it's like, because I'm just a fucking alpha. Like other kids would be like, oh, why would I be cold? I'm from Pennsylvania. It was just some toxic masculinity shit.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing to like brag about. I'm not cold. Like I don't care if you are.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, I remember.
Dude, do you feel like such a little bro? I feel like a little worthless little fucking like pussy when I'm like, oh, it's so hot, or when I'm like, oh my god, it's cold. Like when.
No, that's a you thing.
No, dude. Okay, cold, I agree with. The hot, I don't really get that.
No, that's some.
I think that's a you thing.
That's some showing weakness shit.
Saying I'm cold is not weak.
Yeah.
Definitionally, it is. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It is. Like, imagine what. Like, even if it wasn't, what's the purpose of telling people?
Like, what are they gonna do? Hug you?
Like, fucking breathe on you?
No, I never told anyone, but I would be like, oh shit, I'm cold. Like to myself.
I hate when that accidentally happens sometimes. Like, no, like I disagree with myself. It got to be like -30 out. I'm like, fuck, it's cold. I'm like, no, the fuck it's not, you little pussy ass bitch.
No. I'm going to go out of my way to get myself a jacket or something. I'm not going to like just keep walking. Like I'm not cold. No, I'm going to get something to make me warm.
Someone said, show your face, Pookie.
Talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
This ain't even toxic masculinity. This is epic masculinity.
I think y'all saw my face for like a good 5 seconds.
Oh fuck, that could be clipped for like an audio.
Somebody make that an audio. Actually, I'm gonna use that one.
Is it gay to feel cold? Yes.
So true.
That's a meme.
Like motherfuckers be wearing coats and shit. Like you can't be wearing a coat because that's low key like
Dude, wearing a coat is some weird shit to do.
Yeah, wear a hoodie or don't wear anything.
Unless it's like a drippy ass coat. Unless it's
I hate coats because they just feel weird on the back of your neck and your back.
I have one drippy ass coat, but then like sometimes I'll wear it when it's not even that cold because it's fucking drippy. But like other than that, like I'm in a hoodie or a t-shirt. Like what the fuck? Cold is a concept. That shit ain't real.
Hold up.
That shit is all psychological.
So
anybody who, even the drippy coats, bro, like everybody who has those, they know that coat just feels weird on their back. Like it just feels weird.
Next time you're cold, just tell yourself you want.
Yeah, and risk hypothermia, guys. Do it. Do it.
Hypothermia is a state of mind.
It kind of is. I've never had hypothermia.
The fact that Ilya is still alive.
I honestly think it's
everything. Nothing is
I
real.
think it's Kyrgyzstan genes.
It gets, dude. Kyrgyzstan bred me to be a fucking man when it comes to weather because, like, in the summer it's like 100. In the summer it's like 110 degrees, and in the winter it's like negative fucking 40. It is such an insane climate,
bro. Temperature is just a mindset. It's not like your brain literally has a function
like that
responds to temperature.
I wear my Letterman because I work for that, but I wouldn't wear a coat like that because what the fuck do you do with it at school? Leave it in your locker? What the fuck?
Yo. Maybe.
But I actually loved Letterman weather. That was fun as fuck. I loved having an excuse to wear my Letterman. So epic. Oh yeah, people totally put that shit in their locker. We have small ass lockers.
Wait. What do you have to do to get a Letterman again? Do you have to play all 4 years on varsity or just 1 year?
That just depends on the school. So in tennis, you have to. At my school, you had to play for 2 years, and you had to play a certain amount of varsity games to letter. And I only lettered twice in tennis. In soccer, you had to play a certain amount of varsity games to letter. So I only lettered in soccer 1 year, and then I also lettered in academics twice because if you had like above 97%. I lettered in fucking choir, but that was like a handout. Like if you were
you got letters for everything, bro. What the hell?
Yeah. If you were in choir for X amount
of I got
and then I lettered in academic games twice because I made nationals. I lettered in like French Honor Society. There just whatever. Like there's a bunch of things to letter.
Right, so there was a very low white population, so every school in my district combined together for a hockey team. So if you were on the hockey team, you basically got a letter because you basically played every game. So, yeah.
I don't even know where my Letterman's at. I think it's in Pennsylvania. I'm not wearing it at fucking after high school. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not getting a coat, bro.
I never got a letter. Like, it would give you a varsity hoodie at my school.
No, we didn't get hoodies. We didn't get letters.
They gave us a soccer team hoodie.
Like we got the hoodie, some sweatpants,
and we got a tennis hoodie too.
You had to buy. No, if you wanted something for varsity, you had to buy it yourself. Bro.
No,
that's so weird.
We had baller ass sponsors.
Yeah, we got sponsored.
They would get a Subway before games too. They got us right, bro. I think they paid for our hotels.
I don't know how much the fucking my sponsor paid for. I think my sponsor was fuck, what was it? Might have been.
Hey whoa! I'm expected to get a lot of inches of snow. What the fuck?
Our tennis
live in Jersey, don't you?
Why would you say it like that? A lot of inches of snow.
Because I expected it to be like 3 to 5, not 18 to 24.
Oh, that's actually damn.
When people wear Lettermans after high school, it's not embarrassing. Yeah, I had to fucking be cold in PA.
No, if you wore your Letterman after high school, that means you peaked in high school.
Very true.
Dude, which is such a fucking shame because my Letterman cost me like $210 and I only got
That's why I'm not buying it, bro.
No way. At my school though, everyone got a Letterman jacket. Like, I'm not saying like everyone got a Letterman jacket, but if you lettered, you ordered the jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it was like on some status shit. But like, you wear your Letterman. That's just part of like.
You won't catch any NBA players still flexing their high school varsity jacket.
They're the fucking NBA.
Yeah, but if I was in the NBA, I'd still wear. You know how they have the McDonald's All-American thing?
Yeah.
I'd still wear those.
I wouldn't, bro.
One of my homies, not homies. Okay, let me not. Someone I knew was McDonald's All-American. They went to rival school.
One of my friends was McDonald's All-American, and we all played. We played on the same team. Low key, this might expose my school, so let me actually chill out.
Wait, I'm gonna type this in private chat, but like.
You want me to like send my friend's name?
Sounds
no, I'm typing in.
But I didn't even live in the fucking suburbs. I lived in a small town.
Man, one of my friends got one of the McDonald's All-American shits, and he brought back like some of the gear he got, and one of the shoes looked fire as fuck.
Oh, imagine not having a football team at your school.
Whoa, what do you go to?
They said they go to school in NYC. There's got to be public fields where you could play, though. Like, there are public fields in Pittsburgh.
If you ain't got a black cup, you ain't Valley. That's the most New York shit I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, my school stadium was fucking like the bleachers were whatever, but dog, that turf is oh my gosh, bro.
Bro, if you don't have a football team at your high school, like what were you guys doing on Friday nights?
Exactly.
Like for the first half of the year. Like
Kanish, weren't you on Stream Friday night?
Huh?
Weren't you on Stream Friday night?
Nah, but they're not playing right now. At least in my state, football.
Wait, I'm actually confused to what you said. What'd you say?
Yeah, because you said if you don't have a football team, what are you doing Friday night? But weren't you here Friday night?
Oh, okay. Hold on. That's a complete different story. There were
what?
Because back when I actually came on stream after a football game like multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
That's true because I remember this was near election time. That's why. And Ilya didn't really start streaming until election time, which is when football season ended. So shut the fuck up.
You were getting blacked out on Friday nights. So cool, dog.
Give
it up for the alcohol drinker in chat.
Bro, why you gotta do him like that?
You're quite the Chad. We've got a consumer of alcohol in chat. So many cool points. Bravo! Oh, my bad. Did not mean to pin that.
God.
Basketball games.
Basketball games were fucking amazing.
Yo, Alex, your friend fucking fire. Holy crap.
Huh?
Wait, is this the wrong Alex?
No,
Bro.
it's the right one. We listen to your homie's music.
Oh yeah, bro. Midwest is dude. He the top one.
Yo, when do you collab with Eric, bro?
I don't know.
Do you? All right. Are you just acquaintances, or can you get into contact with him?
Nah, homie goes to my school. He's one of my best friends at school.
You should ask him if he owns the masters to his music. I could plug him at the beginning by like using him for intro music.
Okay. Yeah. Wait.
I'll be like the
stream
Russian
right
rapper.
Yeah. Basketball games were so much better than football. I agree. Football was like better for like socializing, I guess. But basketball was fucking just fun as shit.
So you want me to like ask him if like he copyrights his music, or what do you want me to
ask him if he has the masters to his music, which like does mean if he owns his copyright.
Yo,
or unless he's signed to someone else.
Basketball games are pretty fun, but volleyball games always hit different, bro. Like I love.
Okay, that's actually kind of true. Well, not really, because only like 15 people would show up to volleyball games.
Anybody went.
Oh, we would go crazy. We would go crazy at the volleyball games.
I don't know. Being in the basketball game is weird because the other teams, like school, will say a lot of like racial shit, bro. Like I remember my friend was at the free throw line and he was shooting free throws, and the other teams like squad or I guess their fucking little fucking student section was shouting out, "He doesn't have a dad." he doesn't have a dad, and that was just so fucking awful.
Dude, there's this one girl that got her ass ate by someone at our school, and these motherfuckers were chanting his name. What's our rivals?
What the fuck, dude? That's so ridiculous.
Because she recorded a video of it for some reason, and like I think she posted it or some shit, but I don't even.
Wait, that's
Oh,
child
that was
porn,
so
bro.
cool.
That's child porn.
I don't know. I think they were
No,
both.
people did that all the time. It's like
It's
you've
still
never had a
porn,
friend
buddy.
that just, like would just post some shit on their Snap.
So it was just weird as fuck.
Not on their public story. Sometimes
Bro,
on their
I-
private.
Our chicks were low key classist in retrospect, because like our rival school couldn't afford buses, and then we would chant like "warm the buses," and then we go, "Oh wait," and it was like, damn, that was kind of fucked up. But I fucking hated our rival school, so it's cool. And I'm broke as fuck, so I get to be classist. It was so sad doing my college application. It said, "What is the amount you have in total savings?" And I had to fucking put $60 on the fucking application. There I go. Well, maybe you'll fucking pay for my schooling now.
Yeah, they might give you a scholarly or some shit if you applied. I don't fucking know. I'm a junior. I don't have to worry about college applications till next year.
Didn't Jordan Powell go to your rival school? No, Jordan Powell went to a school in my area. I mean, I guess they were rivals in certain sports. Like, they were a baseball rival.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I never went. I went to like 3 baseball games.
Oh, I never went to a baseball game because they didn't have seating at the field, which is so weird because we spent over $1 million on our baseball turf just recently.
I only went to one baseball game, and that was because it was like summer, and they had a summer league for baseball, so everybody went, right? So it was chill. But that was the boringest like three hours of my life. Like most boring time.
D Rose showed up at your school. Isaiah Thomas would show up at my school. It's not really as much of a flex, but yeah.
Mitt Romney showed up to my fucking elementary school, and I accidentally went to his rally.
Nah, bro.
Accidentally.
I was fucking 9, bro.
Unbelievable.
We had
Cancel
Carl Anthony.
Ilya.
Cancel Ilya.
Like,
I was
Carl Anthony Towns
because
showed
my,
up to
my
my
crib
school.
is like right next to the school, so I was on my scooter and I was going down there, and then I was like, "Why is there a big ass crowd here?" Like my 9-year-old ass couldn't figure it out. And then I pull up, and it's like this white guy, and I was like, "Man!" And then I see him on the TV later. I was like, "Oh, okay." Like that's Mitt Romney. I was a dumbass kid, dude. I drew Obama in 5th grade because I liked Obama. And I drew him because my mom was like a big liberal. So I just listened to what my mom said until I went through my fucking neoconservative phase. But whatever. So in 5th grade, I drew Obama. And then I was like, I drew Obama and I handed it to my teacher who was like Republican as fuck. And she was like, why would I want this? And I was like, bruh, like you just take strong. Like, come on now. I'm so mad disrespectful. But no. When I was a fucking kid, like 6 years old, I literally thought the presidential race was an actual race.
That would be so funny.
That's what's
the
better.
president of the United States is whoever can run the fastest.
Oh yeah, I thought it was like 100 meter. I thought it was like 100 meter.
Top one thing.
Like you run around the track, okay? And when we ran, like when Obama won, everyone was surprised, right?
Yeah.
Suck it, Republicans!
I was like, what the fuck? Like, of course Obama won. This dude is like fucking 80. Like, why would he be able to run faster than Obama?
Yo, wait. Hypothetically, if that was the rule, who would win between Trump and Biden?
I don't even know. What is
You
the
don't think they
what is
can,
the
right?
poll? What is the
Biden
poll?
still.
Biden will have a
Biden's
nutritionist. If
Oh,
you-
the poll
you-
should be canceled
listen to
Ilya if they weren't at the
doctors.
concert.
Wait,
Hold
hold up.
Trump is
No.
obese. Yeah, but he's not.
Biden would smoke Trump in a race, bro. That guy was still physically active.
Is he really?
was.
Oh yeah, yo, I remember like those videos would pop up with him on a campaign trail, always riding a bike or some shit.
Oh, sure, he does ride that.
I only ever went to 2 concerts, which was Muse and Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
Yeah.
Bro, the first time I did an
Back in
actual
like
mock
2016. Maybe
No.
2015.
the first time I did an actual mock election was in middle school. So it was Clinton versus Trump, first one we had.
Dude, it was so embarrassing at my school when we did that. My grade was the only grade that voted Trump as the majority.
I voted for Jill
Dude,
Scott.
I hated that.
No, that's so.
I thought you went to a Logic concert. That's definitely greasy.
No, I actually haven't gone to a Logic concert.
Yet, right?
I don't think he's going on tour anymore.
That's
Dude, this was his last album. And honestly, those numbers have just been
What,
going
Alex?
down.
Alex, come on! You got to go to a Logic concert, and you
No,
can
I
just
got I
you gotta
deadass
relate,
probably
bro.
would've.
you got to relate.
Deadass probably would have if I was given the opportunity.
That's so
Bro,
weird.
Honestly,
Would you go to a Logic
now that I
concert?
think about it,
Alex,
I haven't even been to one concert.
Alex,
although
be
I
honest,
would
would you
really
go
try
to a
not to
Logic
make Logic my first concert. That would be
Would
so
you-
depressing.
Would you go to a Logic concert in 2017?
Yeah, hands down. 2015 through 2017, yeah.
So
Today,
we're just
Logic. Dude,
I don't
did
want to
everything.
be
be
alive.
alive. I don't want to be alive.
Bro,
Alex,
but if
you
he
would be
brings up
bumping-
some good ones from like Fade Away, dude, okay.
Do you still like
we
Lil
both
Peep
have Fade
songs?
Away.
Yeah, I actually didn't like Lil Peep songs at the time. I got a homie who's like 3 years ahead of me in everything that he does. Like everything that I like, he likes 3 years before me. It's fucking weird. So in 2015 and 2016, he DM'd me about SoundCloud rappers. I was like, bruh, like this shit is hot ass. Then he showed me this one that I kind of liked in like 2015. He showed me Lil Pump, or like 2016, like early 2016. I was in 8th grade and I was like, oh, this is kind of like fucking fire. Like I fuck with this. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna take you to this concert of this one person named Lil Peep. And I was like, what a dumb fucking name for an artist, dog. Like I'm really about to pay to go see someone called Lil Peep, whatever though. I pull up and I was like, all right, I kind of fuck with it. Like it was pretty good. So
Nah, Lil Pump early on wasn't even that fucking bad. I'm sorry.
Lil Pump by Lil Pump was good.
He had 3 songs that I fucking fucked with.
I don't listen
Lex
to white
Like
rappers.
Blue, D Rose, and Lil Pump.
I don't listen
Kid
to white.
Leroy is low key gas.
I haven't listened to Kid Leroy in a minute.
When people are like, I don't listen to white rappers, it's just so cringe because that means they don't listen to Mac Miller.
I listen to Mac Miller. I don't know how you
You don't listen to Mac Miller, or if you're like, if you on some Mac Miller slander, 1, you about to get banned from my chat. 2, you are soulless. Like you're just actually an insufferable person to be around.
And his Paul Smith album of like, fuck, the one that was after Circles was actually really fucking good. And Circles was good as well.
And listen, old Eminem, I do like because it's just something I grew up with.
It depends. Because Eminem now, I just can't listen to him.
No
And
shit. No one can listen to Eminem.
But old Eminem, like, fucking, yeah, I can see that.
Like Mockingbird.
Yeah, Mockingbird.
Mockingbird is such a
Songs
good
of
I'm not
Stray
gonna
and shit
lie,
like
bro. I fuck with Macklemore, bro. I can't lie.
Can we
say
go
that out
thrift
loud.
shopping?
Yo, thrift shop, low-key hit.
I mean,
Yeah,
at the time, it was
I
top
wanna say
10, but right
yeah,
now, no.
I was-
It's not even close.
Like, Ceiling Can't Hold Us, bro. That was so fucking.
I'll give you that one, to be honest. I did get kind of hyped with that one.
Just
At the
with
8th grade
no
snowball,
man.
at the 8th grade
You like
snowball,
that? And
oh,
it's
you know I'm in the
like,
center.
nah, bruh. I remember
song was
the
ass.
8th grade dance,
There was
I
so much
remember
better music.
Shut up.
Wait, did your ass just say 8th grade?
Well, whenever
think
that
so.
shit came out.
When did it come out?
No way. That was like a 2013 thing.
Oh, then.
What song?
Was it really? I thought it was
Wait, Bernard, what's
2015.
your opinion on Macklemore?
There's no way it was 2013.
I like Macklemore. I think he's a good artist.
Actually, Bernard, who
Thank
is your favorite rapper? I feel like you have better taste than like a Tanish. Singer.
Bitch, this shit was released in 2011 and you listening to this in 8th grade?
Yeah, bro. Well, they just put it on, okay?
No.
You
They
know,
radio played that after 20.
Yo, you know what actually listen. This better be some cringe shit. Listen. So I spent a lot of time practicing that shit. So definitely, I think I probably knew it, but not Rap God. Not Afraid by Eminem. Or no, not Afraid. What's the other one where it's like you better lose yourself in the moment you own it. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
Lose Yourself, isn't it? Isn't it just called
Yeah, I
Lose
think
I'm
that's
pretty
what
sure
it
it's
is.
Lose Yourself. Yeah.
Bro. When I went to school in Russia, like during the summer, they did a talent show like once a year. These motherfuckers would be singing like Soviet hymns, right? And shit like that, like the Soviet national anthem or whatever the fuck,
Mhm.
and like old war songs. My ass got up on stage
Be right back.
and rapped "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. I was like, I don't really got talent like that, but I can speak English, and none of these cats know anything about it. I was like, I finna get on here and destroy it. And everyone, like all the teachers are like, what the fuck is he doing? Like you're just looking at this, what the fuck is this aneurysm he's having? But then there are like a decent amount of dudes who are like, that's some like baller ass shit. Like they're in the audience, they're like, oh, what the fuck? He like knows the lyrics and shit. We just say vowels and shit. Like he understands the song. And bro, people were like walking up to me after the, you gotta teach me English. You gotta teach me how to rap. And I was like, I know my career choice. And then like next, not I shit you not, like 10 years, I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper, like all the time. I told my mom that, and she was so disappointed, bro. It was like sophomore year. I was like, today's the day. I'm gonna tell my mom we gonna be rich because I'm gonna be a rapper. And like where we were actually visiting my aunt in Russia, I was like, Ma, I'm gonna do that rap shit. She's like, shut up. You're going to college. I was like, all right, but I'm gonna rap in college, and then you're gonna see that I'm gonna make a hell of a lot of money rapping and all this shit. And everyone was like, shut up, like every time I mention it, except for my one aunt, because I was at her when we were visiting in 2018 in Kyrgyzstan. I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. And then she was like, what's that? And I was like, it's like a type of musician, but it's like more poetic, I guess. She was like, does it pay well? I showed her like a few clips of like Travis Scott concerts and shit, like Rolling Loud. The Travis Scott performance of Goosebumps at Rolling Loud. I was like, look how many people there are. I was just capping because like she couldn't read like a crowd. I was like, look how many people there are. There are like at least 1 million people there. And he's not even that famous in the United States. Like he's still a small rapper. And he's probably making like 50 million. And she was like, yeah, you got to do this rap stuff. My aunt's like, you're going to be the golden goose. And I was like, exactly. Like, thank you for seeing what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Bro,
I thought I was
so
gonna make
cool.
the NBA until 7th grade.
That
I
was
really
me
like. I'm like, I'm gonna
until-
make the NBA one day.
That was me until 9th grade, probably. Because I met my McDonald's All-American friend, and I was like, yo, this kid is like 15 billion times better than me. And if this is like the average NBA player, there's just no fucking way.
Now, my family still thinks I'm a golden goose, but like not through rap. They expect me to be some big time director or some shit. I'm gonna just commit stock fraud though, probably.
I don't see one of your movies one day. I'm gonna be so mad.
Huh?
I don't see one of your movies one day. I'm gonna be so mad.
No, the second you see a kid who's actually committed to a D1 school and like actually has a chance to make the NBA, you're like,
that's just
damn,
just
I'm
break
never
this-
gonna be
well,
this good. You
not
just
even,
accept
like,
that.
D1. It's just like,
Bro!
bro, you could just see the difference. In
My
that.
aunt was
Yeah.
my aunt was a menace, right? So there's this game that we will. It's like this old Soviet game. It's called Beri и Pomni, which means like take it and remember, right? So basically, you just bet on it. Like you're like, let's do a round, and then they're like, all right, how much money are you gonna bet? And then you say the amount of money you bet, and the objective is whoever places the bet. Every time the person hands them an object, like the game doesn't end. Every time they hand them an object, you say, I'm taking it and remembering it, right? Until person either gives up or some shit like that, right? Or wait, I explained it wrong. So every time the person gives you an object, you say, I'm taking it and remembering it, right? And then the other person says, thank you, right? And if they forget to say thank you, then they lose. But like no one ever forgets to fucking say thank you because they hear you say it, right? So even if they forgot, they'll remember. But if they say thank you and you haven't said it, like if you forget to say it, they'll say thank you and then you lost the fucking game because you took the object without saying, I'm taking and remembering it, right? So we're playing this game. It's been a month. Every time she hands me an object for a month, I've been on my woke shit, like everything day to day. She'll be like, here's your toothbrush. Like she'll hand it when it's like in a hurry or some shit. I'm like taking and remembering it, like everything. She's like, here's some money for the fucking bus ride today. I'll take that shit and remember it every time. She could not catch me lacking for a month. One time she's like, I need help with this. I was like, all right, bet. I'm getting this fucking glass pot off the second like shelf in the kitchen. This shit is high as fuck. And like a lot of the times during the game, when someone's like taking and remembering it or like when you forget to say it and the other person's like, thank you. And they catch for some reason, like you just instinctively just like fucking drop the object because you're just like either so pissed or so worried that you just lost the game. Right. So I'm like, I have this fragile ass fucking glass in my hand. I'm taking it down. I'm like, there's no way in fuck when I hand this to her, she's going to expect me to say it, right? Because I'm doing her a favor and this shit is fragile. So she wouldn't risk me dropping it, right? So I hand it to her. It's cool. And she fucking takes this. I'm like, all right, bet. So I start leaving. She going to hit me with the thank you. A motherfucker lost 2,000 rubles because she played me. She dead played me. Like, do you want me to drop this fucking glass, dog? Most annoying shit of all time. Oh my God.
Yo, can I interrupt this story?
It's over.
Oh, anyways, bruh, we just got a bidet installed.
For real?
For real. That's so hype.
That's amazing.
The 2,000 rubles.
So proud of you.
Big dubs.
2,000 rubles is only like $30. But that's low-key half of what they make a month because it's fucking Kyrgyzstan. But I was on my Bill Gates arc.
Damn.
Gosh.
I really was on my Bill Gates arc. Actually, not really. I spoiled my cousin while I was there. But not my other cousin. My other cousin had to kind of take the L. When I was in Kyrgyzstan, basically, I had a younger cousin and I had an older cousin. And my older cousin worked like 13-hour shifts every day. Because he was just like trying to fucking get money, and it's fucking Kyrgyzstan. So everyone's broke as shit. So you just have to work a shit ton of money to make like a decent wage. And he was like trying to make American comparable wages because he wanted shit like a car and like a decent car and shit like that, which is like American pricing, but he's making Kyrgyz wages. So he's working like 13 hours a day. But I'm teaching English, and no one in the country really speaks English because it's fucking Kyrgyzstan, right? And I'm a native English speaker who's also fluent in Russian, right? Because that's my first language, right? And like I speak both fluently. They're both native languages to me, not accented for either of them. So I was making a decent amount of money. Now, what is a decent amount of money? I'm talking like 10 an hour probably for like 2 hours a day. But that's $20 a day. And people in Kyrgyzstan were only making like 84 a month, right? Like that's the average. So I'm making like what people make in a month in 4 days, and shit is hella cheap. Like fruit are hella cheap because it's all relative to how much people get paid. So my younger cousin was living the fucking life when I was there, dog, because I just had like hella shit, how much like hella money for like the place I was in. I didn't really know what to do with it. So I just kind of spoiled him. Like I would take him to the movies like every week. I'd let him get whatever the fuck he wants. There was one Nathan's hot dog stand in the entire country, like the only American fast food place. I'd be like, I'm gonna show you American fast food and all this. I drop like 1,000 som on fucking American fast food, which is like $10 or whatever. So I showed him a good time while I was there. And then I was like, I got so used to being fucking like bourgeois while I was there. I was like, damn, like I'm finna come back to the States. Like I got all this cash on me. I had like 100 in the bank, bro. It was like nothing. Like it was like nothing. I went through that shit in a week eating in Dixie because we got back. When I flew back in, I flew into Dixie and I was like, I got to get some fucking barbecue. And $100 will only get you good barbecue like 5 times. So,
Right.
you know, I went through that shit fast.
I mean, brother, if you just get like one pulled pork sandwich every time, that shit shouldn't.
Now, why the fuck
You
would
got
I
$100.
Josh?
Why would you get like fucking ribs and like brisket and a pulled pork and get all that shit for one?
How old was I?
Yo,
I was like 14, 15.
I
was still struggling at the crib though, because I was trying to save money, which didn't really work well because I would just blow it on like doing fun shit every now and then. But I was basically trying to save money. So in the morning, I wouldn't eat except for like whatever the fuck was at the crib, which was literally nothing ever. And I stopped doing it because one time there was this loaf of bread, which was looking mad good on the counter. I was like, damn, this shit looking fire. So I was like, I'll just eat the loaf for breakfast. Loaf of bread and water. I was like, top 10 breakfast that summer because I wasn't eating breakfast. Like I bite into this loaf. And the whole bottom of it, I don't know what the fuck the English word for it is. It's placing. That fucking like, is it mold? Like green shit?
Yeah, let's go with mold.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna go with mold.
The bottom was mold, dog. Complete fuck mold. I was like, oh hell no, I'm never eating at the crib again. So every morning, I'd have Himalayan water and a Snickers bar for breakfast, which kind of hit, honestly.
Right.
Bruh, I always skip breakfast. That was just me. I don't even, usually we didn't even have breakfast food.
Bro,
skip that shit.
Developing world.
I enjoy
Then
getting
we'd eat
breakfast.
McDonald's or some
The
shit.
developing world, bro, there's like no fast food. It's fucking great for your heart, dog. Like there's no fast food places that you could really go to. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe that's not true for like Latin America and like, I don't know. But at least in like Central Asia, there wasn't a fast food place. There was one Nathan's hot dog stand in the entire country. So whenever I was hungry, I would go out and I would just get some shit that was like made by street vendors, right? Like maybe like a little fucking sandwich or something, not like a sandwich, like just some shit with like bread, chicken, and cheese. Or the best shit is street fruit, bro. Like motherfuckers who like pick fruit for a living and they just come to the city to just sell it on the side of the street. That shit hits so hard. Oh my gosh. It's just way better to live there like nutritionally than fucking the United States. Because you can't just be walking down fucking 52nd in New York and get like some fresh picked beautiful apples or pears or peaches or some shit like that. Just ass.
Bro, they have hella markets in the third world. Like, at least in Nigeria, like, you could go anywhere. You would find a market that would sell you meat pie, fruit, vegetables.
Yeah, there's markets everywhere. It's
Crazy
so
shit
good,
like
bro.
that.
It's just such a good way of life.
This is gonna come off weird, but like I love the like being able to bargain for things.
Yeah,
Like-
that's usually how you get stuff.
Under
No, I feel
capitalist
you.
dark. What the fuck?
I don't know. It just makes like shopping like a whole event.
I ain't really bargain like
Kind of
that.
working for it.
I didn't really bargain like that. I didn't really bargain like that because I was like, they need the money, low key.
Yeah, usually I wouldn't like go too hard, but it was a way for me to like practice languages. Like while I was in Greece, like I was able to like practice like actual conversation at these markets by just like trying to bargain.
I remember one time I was
Definitely
in,
got scammed.
I needed water shoes and we were in Jamaica, and my dad was trying to bargain, but he was trying to bargain for a higher price. Like, so he just said, you know what, I'm bored, and then he just gave him 320s when it was only like $30.
Dude, Turkish vendors are a different fucking breed, dude. I've never seen anyone speak as many languages in my entire life than like street vendors in Istanbul. Like, bro, we were buying
Right.
baklava at this one place, and my mom was like, "Don't speak English when we get in there," because she didn't want to get scammed, right? So she was like, he's gonna like hear Russian and just assume it's some Asian language or like some Eastern European language and like understand that we're broke, right? So you walk in there, and I'm speaking Russian, and my mom's speaking Russian, and he walks up to us, and he's like, he like kind of sees that we're not fucking Turkish, right? So he just assumes we're American. So he's like, "Are you guys American?" He asks us in English. I just like give him like a dumb fucking look as if I don't understand what he's saying. And then my mom jumps in and she's like, she says that we're Russian in Russian, like hoping that he doesn't fucking understand. This cat switches to Russian like that, like just
Bruh.
English
That's
to
kind of cool.
Russian. Just starts
Kinda
speaking
dope.
Russian, bro.
It's
And then
definitely
he's
flex.
trying to scam us in Russian. He's like, русский, не проблема. У нас тут это. I was like, bro. I was like, no way we're about to take this fucking L. Because, you know, they're going to hit you with that overly nice shit where they're like, oh, you need this, my friend. You need this, my friend. It's like, bruh. Oh, my God. Like, that's what we were trying to avoid. Like, that's what we were trying to avoid. Because when a fucking, like, an Englishman or like a like English speaker walks in, they get scammed so fast.
That's so true.
They don't
You
even
speak
let you,
English,
they don't even let you breathe. They're like, "Oh, America, what part of America are you from? Oh, you need this. You need to bring this back to your grandparents. Bring this back to your grandkids too. Oh, my friend, you need this baklava, this one. We were like, we're not having all this shit happen to us. Like, let's just speak Russian so we don't get scammed. Anyway, still gotten fucking scammed.
Bro, that
That's so
happens.
tough.
Bro, you can't be speaking English in third world countries.
Ain't no way.
Respect the
no
guy,
way.
though. He practices different languages to scam everyone.
Yo,
What
Josh,
happened to me? What?
the Wizards just beat the Nets.
Okay. Am I supposed to? Dog, it's the regular
Right.
season. Okay,
Bruh.
that happens.
The Wizards did.
How much did Bradley Beal have?
Probably a lot. The score was like 149 to 146.
See, that's the problem with the Nets, bro. They have no defense at all. So all
Am I getting a fucking stimulus check? I'm not trying to work this month.
And every member.
That's fair.
Oh, yo,
This
it
is
was
socialism.
Westbrook that showed up apparently.
That's new.
Every member of the
41.
victory is overrated.
What?
Holy headache.
You know, we can have this.
But every member of the Nets victory is overrated. Irving, Harden, and Durant are overrated.
Whoa.
Durant.
Don't come for Kyrie and Durant like that.
You could come for Kyrie and Harden.
I have
But
an
Durant-
accident.
And Harden is had.
Sometimes in Russian, because it's been such a long time, I accidentally like use the wrong
Tense.
conjugation, not tense,
Yeah.
like a conjugation. Because in other languages, everything is gendered, right? English is the only
Yeah.
language, like things aren't gendered. So like sometimes I'll like say the wrong gender for a certain thing, and like motherfuckers will be like in Russia, they'll like try to catch on it, and they'll be like, "Oh, are you not from here?" And I'll be like, "No, I'm just low-key a dumbass. Like I ain't go to school like that." I'm like, "No, I'm from the villages. Like I'm low-key just a dumbass."
Bro, I
With
completely
fucking
lost my
so
ability to
tough.
speak my language, bro. Like, I used to be able to speak.
No, yeah,
English,
no, I
but
definitely do.
I can't anymore. I don't even
That's how I
know
feel
why.
about Swahili, bro.
Like, I be going back and I just be like speaking in an accent, so motherfuckers think I'm not really from America like that, so they ain't trying to scam me or some shit. But like, if they start like just directly just like expecting me to speak Igbo, I'm fucked. I'm just be like, have my cousin come up and shit, help me out.
Yeah.
You're saying you speak like English in an accent, like a West African accent?
Yeah, I have to. I go
It's
over
kinda
there and I
baller.
just speak English in a West African accent and hope they don't catch on.
Nah, that
Most of
shit
them
would,
speak English anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
so it doesn't
yeah,
particularly matter.
that wouldn't work in Eastern Europe because no one fucking understands English.
That's
I
so
could just walk over to the vendor and be like,
The only time that
"Hey,
shit doesn't
my
work-
friend, how much for apple?" Like that shit wouldn't work. You'd be like, "What the fuck are you saying, bro?" Like,
Oh,
I promise I from Russia. I just speak English.
unless you go to the village, that shit will work perfectly, bro.
Hell no, that shit
You
wouldn't
go to
even
the
work.
village, you're fucked.
That shit wouldn't even work in Moscow. I shit you not. Dude, Russians are so nationalistic. They would never give a fuck about like learning a different language.
Yeah, I'm happy, bro. Oh, but Evo's are, what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers mad pretentious, not gonna lie.
Someone
Mad
said,
pretentious for
"Gosh,
people
let's
way
hear
too
the
old.
accent."
Huh?
Oh,
Let's hear the
what?
accent? Yeah, y'all gonna have to pay me for that.
This man said, I got a cash app that y'all can
literally
donate to
only
first.
reserve my accent for when I go back.
Do the
I'm
majority
not going
like
back for a lot of time. So
shit? I don't even know. I think the majority of young folk do. Old people don't. Definitely not. They're just like, bro. Old Russian people, they just give a fuck about security because they all lived through like the fall of the Soviet Union, and they're like that was like the worst shit to happen to all of them. So they're like, we don't want any sort of instability. If Putin like subverts certain rights, we don't really give a fuck as long as we're just used to him.
Sure. Damn, that sucks.
yeah, but don't they have the uprising of the fucking Nikolai Somvali? I don't know how to say his last name.
Navalny.
Yeah.
Right. not like good at the moment though, right? Because like that dude isn't like good himself. I'm pretty sure I heard he was like
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
also.
From what I've seen.
No,
Yeah.
he's pretty good for Russia.
Okay.
Like he literally is pro LGBT, which is fucking like, dude. I don't even know how he has a single supporter in Russia. Like,
Wasn't it due to him exposing the things that Putin has done with his money and shit? Like the
yeah,
corruption?
he hides his beliefs. Like pretty much the only belief that like is widely known about him is that he's pro-democracy and anti-Putin. But he's like very conflicted socially. So he's like very pro-LGBT, but he's a war hawk. Like he supported the invasion of Chechnya. He supported the invasion of Ukraine, of Crimea. And he's nationalistic in that sense. And he's very Islamophobic. He supports a shutting down of all Muslim immigration into Russia.
So cringe.
That's bad. No, that's bad.
Wait, doesn't Russia have a population that is like?
Yeah,
that
in
practices Islam?
southwestern Russia, it's very predominantly Muslim.
That's so bad, actually.
What's Putin's views on them?
Considering he's invaded them like multiple times, probably not too favorable. He has like puppet rulers in like Dagestan. He invaded Chechnya in 2008.
Mm.
No, but like, dude, when I found out that Navalny was pro-LGBT, I was like, how the fuck? Like, holy shit! Like, that's insane. Like, I've never seen that in Russia.
Right.
Like, dude, for example, like there was a prominent politician in Russia. Remember the Orlando shooting of Pulse nightclub?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His post after that was like, I'm sad that 49 of them lived. And, like,
Holy shit!
hella people were like, so true. Like,
Oh my god.
Wait, so is Russia
Holy
like
shit.
as a country just like very anti-LGBT? Like,
oh yeah.
See, I told you. You know, you ever see one of those posts like where there was a girl and then she like they would be from Russia and they would be like they would ask a question like, is it okay to be like LGBT in Russia? And they'd be like, oh yeah, it's good. I was like,
Like, a lot of Eastern Europe is like,
If you want to fucking disappear,
yeah. When I was about to,
Bruh.
I almost went to Bosnia and they were telling all the people who were LGBT there that like Eastern Europe was pretty hostile to it in general.
Mm.
yeah, they were just like imprisoning gay people for like the longest time.
Oh, apparently,
So bad.
apparently he said Russia shouldn't get involved in the Syrian civil war.
Navalny?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That doesn't sound like him.
it's embarrassing how much of Africa is so homophobic. Yeah, but a lot of that can be due to like past colonial powers. Though even then, I guess.
No, I would say even then, yeah.
Yeah, even then,
there's
there'll be an element of
a bit of.
homophobia, but it's just gonna exist.
No, yeah, for sure.
The
Like,
U.S. embassy in Russia put up a pride flag outside. Holy, dangerous game to play. I mean, it's the U.S. embassy.
true, yeah.
How do they feel about
No, yeah.
dark-skinned people in Russia? I don't know. Ilya, how do they feel about dark-skinned people?
Think they're gonna be accepting?
No.
I don't know what you can
Sometimes.
really expect from certain countries, bro.
Holy crap,
Like,
bro!
people are just very racist, like implicitly.
Yo, this is
Actually, in like smaller areas, very explicitly racist. But like, if you go to a place like Moscow, it's just like the type of racism where like people haven't seen a black person before, so they're just like, oh, like, can I touch your hair or some shit like that?
Oh, okay.
But like that's Moscow. Outside of Moscow, you'd be looked at as like a zoo animal, and people would be like, "Why the fuck are you here?" Like when I was like 8 years old,
so
and
bad.
like in my hometown of Stara Skol, there was like a Frenchman who was not white. Like, and sometimes like being not white to Russians is sometimes okay. Like if you're Central Asian or if you're like Chechen, although Chechens like are something that Russians don't really fuck with, but they're like, we have to put up with them, right? So if you're like Chechen or if you're like Central Asian, it's like no biggie. But there was a black Frenchman who walked into NTS store, which is like a phone provider, and everyone walked out. Like all 20 people, when the black guy came in, they just left.
Yo, I just
so
saw this
bad.
thing on Navalny. Apparently, he went in sorrow, and he lamented Russia's Muslim welcoming actions as the opening of the largest mosque in Moscow against the background of the UK blocking. And he basically said, why are we opening a big mosque and why are we welcoming Muslims into our country? What the fuck?
No, he's very
That's
nationalistic.
so bad.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It's kind of just both.
He's infinitely
Damn, it's
he's infinitely better than Putin, though. He has my unequivocal support.
He's anti-immigration, apparently. He's hella anti-immigration.
So is Putin. This is everything that Putin is, except Putin is also like a killer of opposition and very homophobic.
It's a lot of anti-blackness
Sure, okay.
in Asia and Asian communities. Yeah, I don't. I won't want to speak of my actual. But I've never been to like Japan and Korea. I remember my friend went to Japan one time and he said he didn't like the experiences. Though he did get to meet Kyrie Irving, so that's pretty dope.
In Japan?
Yeah, just randomly. He was at an airport and he just yelled out Kyrie's name and then they got a picture.
Kyrie! Where are you, Kyrie?
According to him, Kyrie was pissed off because he just screamed that shit in an airport. But
Wait, what year was this?
right.
this was like maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago.
He was having flashbacks to the RDC World video where it was LeBron saying Kyrie.
I mean, I've never when I was a kid, I didn't hear anything except for the N-word when people talked about black people in Russia. Maybe certain things have changed. Like when I was maybe blacks. I don't know. But when I was a kid, all I ever heard was the N-word.
That's so bad.
Did Kyrie dirty? Yeah, kind of. I was at a fucking basketball camp and he sent me the picture too.
Russia did decriminalize domestic violence on the first offense.
What the fuck?
Wait,
what?
The Orthodox Church requested Putin that he would decriminalize domestic violence for first offenders because too many Russian households were being broken up, quote unquote, as a result of domestic violence. They're like, we need to be more forgiving to the fathers because everyone makes mistakes, quote unquote.
Oh my god,
and
that's
they were
so
tired
sick,
of,
so bad.
They were tired of seeing.
That's actually horrible.
You know?
Yeah, Eastern Orthodoxy is what the Paleocons worship.
True. Actually, I think a lot of Paleocons are Catholic.
They're switching over because of the Pope's progressiveness. A lot of them
are
going
that
towards
is true.
Orthodox.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of Catholics are the fan of the Pope right now because
is it Hungary that embraced it, or I think Hungary is one of the.
I remember when they caught the Pope laughing on Twitter. That shit was funny.
Need to get some food.
that was so funny.
You heard about
Viktor Orban or whatever.
You heard what's happening in Poland right now, though?
Probably. the abortion type shit.
Wait,
yeah, there's hella protests now. There's been hella protests the past few days.
Wait, what for?
Against the right-wing government?
Yeah, abortion laws being put in by the right-wing government.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Poland and Hungary are so bad.
Dude, top 10 declining countries.
Wait. So essentially, Paleocons are moving on to Eastern Orthodox because Catholicism is now taking a more progressive approach. But
imagine calling it,
or the Pope, I guess, is taking a more progressive approach. But it's the Patriarch of Eastern Orthodox not taking
Well, and a lot of Paleocons LARP the Byzantine Empire and shit. They're obsessed with the Byzantine Empire and the Eastern Roman shit, and they'll
Paleocons are strange.
They'll mull over the falling of Constantinople and shit.
I made a post in it and I was like "Death to the West" or some shit. And I wanted it to get on the Paleocon side of TikTok, so they would just flood my comments, so it would get more traction.
Byzantine Empire is low key.
Your mom told you to take it down, right?
Yeah, my mom was like, "You got to go to college, kid."
If you're talking about the Byzantine Empire or West and East Crimea or something, to just run the fuck away, because that's a big dog whistle.
I think the dog whistles in themselves are they usually have a post or a page that's kind of just really they'll have the picture of old Roman like statue or something of that nature. Yeah, it's pretty obvious when you see
Or
it.
they'll have paintings from the Italian movement.
Exactly.
What was that called? What Italian painting movement?
Futurism?
Futurism, yeah. They'll have a weird ass.
Yeah, the picture with the blurs, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's led to like a lot of anti-theists on like TikTok. I think genuinely that is due to a reaction of paleontologists, but I don't know. There is just a lot of religious.
I think anti-theist came just kind of from the like 26 like what was it, like 2014 to like 2016 era of just like new atheist type thing. It was probably earlier than that actually. But yeah. High key, they like.
Although those people were in retrospect absolute fucking idiots.
So like, true. So
DJ,
I never watched those videos. Like ever.
So they were actually just hedonists who weren't that critical of thinkers, but were raised Christian and wanted to. Like,
yeah. I saw the "I was raised Christian, so I no longer am a Christian" video.
Yeah. Why I left the left.
The equivalent.
They'd be like, yeah, it would be just like that. Yeah. Actually, it would be like, why I left the Christian church.
Victoria Hammond kind of made a video like that.
Yeah,
she's
but
like,
she did. She was still a Christian though. She said like, I'm just not gonna call myself a Christian because Christians on this app are like overtly critical, or something of that nature.
Yeah.
But that's just
Sagittarius, so you know I'm an optimist.
That video kind of made me mad.
Like,
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it did as well, but like, I don't know.
I'm not even gonna call myself Christian anymore. Like
that was the part that was like.
Why would you phrase it like that?
Like you could say you can distance yourself from the specific group on the app, but like I don't know. Christians in person are usually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, from my
a lot of them are like
usually I get like
their knowledge, but they're usually
like.
Yo, what? Apparently, the president of
astrology in the chat. What were you saying to me?
The president of Iceland won his re-election by fucking 92%.
Holy.
What the fuck is going on with Iceland, bro? Oh no, sorry, it was by 85.
Yo, that's still yo. I would feel if I sweep somebody that bad.
Someone said, I mean, the way she was getting slandered. I understand why she made that video. Dog.
Yeah, but like,
listen. Why would you phrase it like that? If you're literally Christian, you're either Christian or you're not, right? And if you are Christian and you say something like, I'm not going to call myself Christian anymore, you're being blasphemous. Like, definitionally, you're just being blasphemous.
Like, yeah. I just feel like when you're faced with specific arguments, you should just attempt to refute them specifically. Like, especially like with a lot of people like trying to paint the Christianity as a whole as like being homophobic or something of that nature when it's not inherently, or at least I would argue so.
Yeah.
Exactly. How are you going to denounce religion?
You don't need to denounce religion itself. You can just simply, like, there's articles and like fucking studies on it if you really want to look for it, and just get the side hub because motherfuckers want to always put like fucking academic shit on that. But you know what I mean. I wish she said she was non-denominational or something. I don't think I don't think she's subscribed to a denomination. Holy shit, I have a study.
Are you?
No. I grew up Catholic, but I just told my parents I kind of grew away from because the catechism I had like contended with it. So.
Mm. Do you still consider yourself a Christian though?
Yeah, I say I'm a Christian. I usually say, like, if I'm, like, debating theism or something like that, I just say, like, I'm an Abrahamic theist to make it easier. But, yeah, I am a Christian. No, I'm not talking about Americana Hana. I'm talking about Victoria Hammond.
Yeah.
The best church I've been
Hana's
to
just not a Christian.
They're Unitarian Universalist
No,
church.
America, Hannah is just not a Christian. That was very, very apparent on her
Very
Twitter
apparent on Twitter.
yesterday.
What did she do yesterday?
She is all right. It was kind of cringy because here I'll pull up the tweet.
It was
Um,
If you have contention,
Bro,
Wait, no.
Gannon was being even cringier under her replies though. Oh my god.
He was like,
Yeah.
recitation, please.
Believe in Sky Daddy, and then brought up the problem of evil.
Yeah, she brought up the evil paradox.
Yeah.
What is it called? It's like the bro, I wish
Epicurean paradox.
Epicurean paradox. Yeah.
I feel like I don't.
That's not even a good argument either.
Yeah, that's my point. I don't feel like it's a good argument.
Okay, well, it can be, but the way people use it, it isn't.
Correct. Yeah. You have to be like well read on it, in my opinion, to be able
Yeah,
to, like,
you have to like
use it.
know
I feel like
common
And it's not a debunk of theism as a whole. It's not a debunk specifically.
It's like
Yeah, it's a debunk specifically of Abrahamic religions. Yeah.
I don't know, just saying
Even
Sky
then.
Daddy just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
just-
true. I hate
I
it.
agree.
Bring up
It's
contention
so-
of religion
It's so
in like a direct way,
Like a
without
fedora
stating
type of
Sky
thing.
Daddy or something of that nature. You're part of the Sky Daddy fandom or whatever. Then like
Yeah.
fine, whatever. But like, just don't be like, hey yo, you're part of the Sky Daddy fandom. You're stupid. Like, that's just rude. You know?
Did she delete her Twitter?
Yeah.
No,
She
Anna?
deactivated.
Yeah, today.
Oh.
Did she
okay.
delete or
Oh.
deactivate?
No idea. I don't. I literally don't know the difference.
Okay, because I was like looking for it.
elaborate.
I low-key,
Yeah.
on aggregate, I do have more, just as a result of that shit. Just like the average atheist is like
Yo,
Sky Daddy meme. So like, just on
Yeah.
aggregate, I have more
like,
respect for
this is
theism.
like shit. Gannon
If God is real, how about flying spaghetti monster?
Bro, these religious
If
motherfuckers.
Okay,
God
put my
is real,
fedora at
why
you.
am I
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
he
when
said,
I-
bro, these religious
Debunk that.
motherfuckers always so weird. Like,
Bro, what?
shut up, Gannon.
Come on, bro.
I gotta read into
when-
Eastern
and then when
religions at some
And then
point.
when somebody said, "Yo, that's wrong," he just said "LMAO coat," bro. That was rubbing me the wrong way too.
Yeah.
Bruh. I need to go over Augustine's argument for free will. Because someone told me it was like really. Aggie told me. Well, Aggie's always on my head, so I can never fucking tell if I bring up like a fucking argument philosophy, like relative towards philosophy or something, if it's like actually bad or if she's just being rude. So like I don't know. But I have to go over it.
Right.
Yo, you know what the best take on all the religious shit? Fucking
What?
Kosher, bro. Kosher said, "Oh, what are we gonna let God and religion be infiltrated by liberalism too? Huh? Is this what we're gonna do?" Nothing. Like
Kosher's so funny, bro. I don't care.
Kosher's Twitter. Holy shit.
He just bought it up out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
Bro, Gannon's just young on his fucking anti-theist arc, dog. Like, whatever. Let him be.
Happens to the best.
That's true. That's true.
When I
Like,
was 15, I was saying way worse shit than that.
yeah.
Can't even say anything like out of pocket. He just
He didn't even say
said it
anything
in,
like that fucked up.
it
He's
was
just
bad.
like on that
Edgy.
edge, Lord.
Wait, what did Gannon say? He didn't say anything bad. No,
He didn't
he's
say
just like
anything bad.
he was basically saying like basically some arguments that people use to justify atheism are sometimes just kind of cringe or bad or can be
I feel like
refuted easily. So that was
He
good.
was kind of saying like, if you believe in God, no, he was low key saying if you believe in God, you're dumb. But like,
Bro, I
That's
hate
dumb,
people
because-
who are like, dude, I hate when people are like, I'm 15 and I know better. Like, dog, you're making an arbitrary prescription of time. Like, not everyone learns the same amount of things in 15 years, dog. Like, holy shit. Like, a lot of different things affect. Like, some people are just pieces of shit until they're well into their 30s, and then they have a fucking epiphany in their 30s, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and like especially I don't
Sure.
know where Gannon's from, but like it's a fucking miracle some of my friends came out the way they did in my school's environment.
Yeah.
That's true. I feel you.
Because like a lot of times, like I wanted to make some theism videos, but a lot of people have like religious trauma and stuff, so you gotta be
Right.
like wary of things like that nature.
Why do you need an
My
argument to
friend makes
justify
really good,
atheism?
like, theistic
Be-
apologetic videos.
Who's your friend?
Weave apologetics. You know,
Oh, okay. Oh, I know who it is. I know.
Yeah,
I've seen some of
he
their
makes
videos.
decent
Okay.
videos.
For sure. But yeah, the reasons why you need arguments to justify atheism is because if somebody so I would agree that like agnostic atheism is like a stance you could take without argumentation if you want to take it. But then a theist who is confident in their views comes up to you and brings up some type of argument about like first order and second order things and how like God is a necessary prerequisite for the nature of reality, or an idealist argument for God, or blah 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 blah. The like reasoning you need like atheist arguments is basically to justify the worldview once somebody who actually is pretty knowledgeable about this stuff like comes up to you in any sort of capacity. And if you disagree, then like yeah, you probably want to justify your stance. Being of any religious belief or lack of thereof, faith, and you should be able to substantiate your standpoint. Yes. I mean, yeah. Yes.
Bro, I dare you. Like,
Yeah.
no. Some of y'all really need a reality check. Go up to a random person in the park who's obviously religious and say, justify that your God exists. Like, go up to them and say, see how fast you get beat the fuck up, please. Like,
Bro,
I don't believe. Hot take. I don't believe you need to even know how to remotely defend your religion, bro. Like, it's what you like. That's not one of those things where you're like, oh, defend this, please do it.
Yeah, that's
like,
actually
no.
well. I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
Oh yeah, sure.
Until,
Like this
until
is
you use it
yeah,
to
no, for sure.
base something
Yeah.
else.
Like if you
Yeah, like if you're this is basically if you're going to go into like
hey, yo, you a
argumentation
Christian?
about
Let's
this.
get into an argument or a debate. That just tells me you've been on TikTok
Yeah.
way too long, bro. You gotta go outside.
Very true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like basically this is already presupposing like these argumentation is for people who are, like want to argue about this stuff. Like
Exactly.
if you're just like somebody who's just chilling with your religion, then like yeah, it's probably rude to be like cringy
It's kind of just
Christian.
rude to
Why
go up and
aren't
try
you?
and argue about anything, to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh, because
exactly.
there was this one kid who would go up to everybody who like wore a cross to school and said, "You know, your God isn't real, right?" Or like any religious figure, like or any religious like thing to school, right? They said, "Oh wow, what a society with 1 million gods that doesn't exist."
But there are certain things.
Me in 7th grade.
God.
Yeah.
like unprovoked, like. And obviously, this kid got like shoved onto a locker a few times. Like he deserved it, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
like you're going to get beat the fuck up if you just say stupid shit like that.
Someone
I'm sorry.
said, Drew, why
You
did you
deserve-
turn off your camera?
I look like shit because I'm sick.
No,
That's fair.
you.
What are you sick with?
You're
Bro,
looking A1. What do you
like-
mean?
I don't have COVID.
What about the
That's what
morality
you
of
said.
religious practices like animal sacrifices?
No one
I mean,
even
like,
said COVID.
It's me. Why'd you
What?
say I don't have COVID?
yeah, you can debate about
No
that.
one even mentioned COVID.
Oh, okay.
Let's watch Satan. I
No.
already watched that.
Just in case someone like sees me in public.
That one, it makes me because like I've talked to really chill Satanists before, but I don't know. They seem kind of like
Yo,
some of them. I felt really bad for that one Christian dude there. I don't know. The dude with the
I feel like if you're
mustache
gonna
seemed
have
a little bit.
Satanists there, then you should have like actual theists that like study like Aquinas' argument, or, like fucking metaphysical arguments. Forgot about
Yeah. I thought Thomas Aquinas was kind of failed.
somebody made a
Usually they don't get people that well read.
Somebody made a video on CNN saying why I left the right.
That's bad.
So base.
I'm sorry, but it's so funny.
I mean, it's based until like as far left as they'll ever go is like neoliberalism.
That's kind of
I'm out. Longtime
I'd rather
GOP
Leo
donor
liberal
explained
than-
why he's leaving the
That's
party.
true.
Oh, he's a donor too.
Why
bro.
the right wasn't right? I'm literally typing that
Wait,
down
I'm
and
using
in
that
the future.
too. I'm using
Yeah, no way. That's gas, bro. Who said that? Wait. Orimo, yo, A1. Literally A1 statement, bro.
That's actually.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, who made that book? Why the right is right? Like, who made that book? Hold on, let me Google.
I
it.
have no
That's some
clue.
Ben Shapiro shit.
Bro, my friend.
I'm literally saving that, bro.
fucking-
Oh,
his
it
dad
was
gave
made
the
by.
Jordan Peterson like 12 Rules for Life book, and he read one of them
Mm.
out. It was some shit like, fuck, I forgot. But it was
Y'all
fucking
ever seen those shirts
hilarious.
with like the fucking elephant, like the Republican elephant, and it's like raised right,
Oh my goodness. So crazy.
like raised correct, raised right wing. Oh, damn.
That's hella popular here. That's on like every bumper sticker. Raised
I live in
right.
Washington.
In 2017, I was like,
wish
hell
it-
yeah, hell yeah. But then I wasn't
was-
even right. I wasn't even raised right. Like my mom tried to fucking make me like left wing, and I was like, no, I'm seeing the beauty of small town America.
Liberal indoctrination.
I literally
wish,
thought. I literally
atheists knew how
thought
to
my
shut up.
mom was. I literally thought my mom was trying to indoctrinate me for the longest time.
Epic.
And like,
Where the
no,
right went wrong.
Based, mom.
I'm not gonna lie, that's low-key how the right pulls people in because they paint the left as all like indoctrination and false
Yeah.
like that. So it just
Bro,
works.
I'm telling you,
Makes me
bro.
mad that religion.
If there was a left winger going, conservative gets destroyed by facts and logic, conservative Nazi destroyed, or
That's
some
just
shit like that, I would have been like,
Iconic.
I mean,
would've been, like,
Destiny
binging
existed
those
for
videos.
some time.
yeah,
But
but
yeah,
Destiny
Destiny,
wasn't that
yeah,
big.
videos like
But Destiny wasn't that big in YouTube.
that's true.
bro, he takes so many people out their right wing face. Bro.
Yeah, but like, who's
That's
gonna?
true.
I'm not gonna
He's
look.
really
I'm not gonna
effective
look
with
for
that.
somebody like that on Twitch as often as I would on YouTube, which is
No,
my
because
they
if you
have
like
YouTube.
find a random Nick Fuentes video and then you start becoming a Nick Fuentes fan, then you'll eventually see Nick Fuentes debate Destiny or some shit, and then you'll eventually
Yeah.
hear like other.
Well, I never went deep like that into it. Like,
Yeah,
I just
never
watched.
went like that.
Like I
Yeah,
just watched
true,
the
same.
occasional Ben Shapiro video, and I liked watching the Prague. Oh my god, I felt so fucking smart watching Prager videos because they were named Prager University, bro.
So true. Okay,
Like,
that
the
is top
fact-
one
Right.
The
relatable
fact that they were named
statement.
Prager University made me feel like I was so smart. But even then, I was like, damn, there's no way half of this is true.
Dude, they made me
Right,
anti
no.
intersectionality, and dude, I used to like flex that I knew the definition of intersectionality because of PragerU.
It
I
was
like,
so funny
yeah,
when
this
they-
is a terrible idea, dude. Such an idiot. I hate.
No, but I
mine.
also
It was
watched
so funny when they like went
watched the Young
mask
Turks.
off the other day.
Yeah,
With, like,
I saw
with the
they had like
slavery
a
thing?
pro-slavery video. That shit.
Yeah,
was
the pro-slavery video when they were just like, what's his name?
Like, yeah, Robert E. Lee was
fuck.
good because
Robert
he
E.
crushed the slavery rebellion. I was
Right, yeah,
like, oh, that's
he
a
crushed the
good
slave rebellion.
Radical
Oh my! I was like,
John Brown.
oh yeah, radical slave abolitionist. John Brown or whatever.
My,
I was
radical
like,
slavery
bro,
abolitionist.
no way. There's no way this is real, bro. I was like, what
They
in the
blocked
world?
that out.
Like, what was
That
their
shit was
intention with
so
that
bad.
video? I don't understand.
I don't
why
know.
they
It was
posted
Like-
because a Robert E. Lee statue was getting moved to a museum, and they wanted to like have it.
Reasons why we shouldn't take down the Robert E. Lee statue. Number one, he liked slavery. Number two, we don't like the black. Like literally, that was literally the video. Like,
Nah, number one
Like-
was like he lived next to George Washington, and then number two was
Yeah.
like he crushed the slave rebellion, and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
yo, that doesn't sound as good as you thought it did. They tried to paint it up with the
Never-
words like they were like radical. I'm like, bro, that might get a dumbass conservative, maybe.
Yeah.
Bro, like,
Radical abolitionist, dog.
Like,
What
who-
the fuck?
Like, nah, that is.
You
The
just have
only,
to take
like, you
2
could come
seconds
back.
to connect the dots there.
You can make like
oh, shit.
You could make
That
a
was
counter argument
fucking
to that so fast. Just be like, he literally lost a war. Why would we hang a statue of somebody who
Didn't
lost
Robert
the
E.
war?
Lee directly state that he didn't want like any memorabilia of him hit like
Yeah, I'm pretty
brought
sure.
up
I
and
think
stuff on his death?
I think there was like a point where he was like, I was so embarrassed by my time. I don't want any memory of me out there. Too bad, bitch. Like
they
you're
did that man
fucking-
terrible. That's so tough.
Damn.
Dude, okay. Americans are always on that arc because Pennsylvania is named after a Quaker. And
Yeah.
part of
William Penn.
Quaker practice is you can't have shit named after you, like religiously. Like it's part of the religion. You can't have stuff named after you. You can't have people pay homage to you. William Penn was a Quaker. They named the fucking state after him, Pennsylvania. And they put a big ass statue of him in the middle of Philadelphia. William Penn just literally said fuck you to his religion. It's
That's so
insane.
sick.
So tough.
Yeah, oh my god, bro. The disrespect shown to William Penn. And what was Roger Williams, bro? Holy crap. Yo, my favorite person from back then was Anne Hutchinson for sure, though. Like, committing treason against the government, getting kicked out of the state, and then moving to a state, getting kicked out of that state. Like, yo, that's legendary, bro.
You have a lot of friends that are on your girl boss Kamala. That's rough.
It's better
It's
than
better
like,
than them being conservative though.
which is like all I
True.
fucking see nowadays.
I don't know. I think See, I live in Washington now, so I don't really have too many conservative friends.
I wish.
In
Yeah.
my
You
in
and
my
me both, bro.
class, in my
Like
class,
all of
like
them are like cringe because they like still believe they can say like the R slur, things of that nature, but like they don't like they think conservatives are just dumb as hell, so they'll never
let's
like
see.
subscribe to that.
Yeah, I think we did like a mock poll in our school, right? And you know, it was like 95-5 liberal, like 95% liberal, 5% conservative or some shit. And if you like, and if you like took it deeper, it was like 90. It was not 90, like 50% moderate though.
But we do
I wish I grew up in a place like New York City or something.
Yeah. That'd be so epic. It's because like literally in like a liberal like state like which I live, like a lot of people like Ben Shapiro and like Steven Crowder, like they're just like majority of people like yeah, those arguments are kind of fucking stupid. Like
never in my small town,
bro.
People were like, we get to school and we be like, yo, see that new Steven Crowder shit? And it's like, yeah, bro, I can't believe the feminists are fucking taking over. It's like facts, dog. Like, this place isn't even fucking recognizable anymore. What happened to America? And then, like, in retrospect, like, nothing different about the town. Just, like, completely as equally homogenous and shit.
Right.
Yeah. That's right.
98% Biden. That's insane. My county doesn't vote for Democrats.
My state was... I'd have one blue state in the presidential election. Or, like, one blue county.
Yeah.
Wait, Seth, you're from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All the boys in my state are homophobic and racist, so I take that out. That's so rough.
Yo, I live in a super red state and all my friends are libs. It's kind of a dub.
How the fuck did you get lucky like that?
I have no idea.
Wait.
I think a few of my friends, okay, at this point, I think my friends, since they went to college, it seems like they've either become like enlightened centrists or like a few of them are libs now. But like, if I go back to my hometown, like, holy shit.
Right.
That's the thing. I think when you get to college and you're like met with like actual academics and like academical like art, like arguments like based off of like empiricism and actual like studies and shit, like you'll be good.
It's kind of, yeah.
Unless you get to the point where you like just reject everything.
Free college is genuinely going to be the death of the Republican Party, bro. Like, free college is genuinely going to be the death of the Republican Party.
Once you get to college, like,
sure,
you're actually exposed to good arguments and shit. Unless you like one of the Nick Fuentes types dudes who just like reject everything.
Yo, imagine going to college and the smartest person you see there is Nick Fuentes or CJ Pearson, bro. Holy shit.
I forgot about CJ Pearson.
You know he's running for like state legislature somewhere or something?
Dang, that's crazy kind of. I mean,
yo,
wait, how old is he?
18.
Yeah, I thought he was like 17.
He was a member of the Electoral College, but he got kicked out, right?
He got kicked out of Georgia.
Why?
Because he refused to put in his vote for Biden.
God.
Why? Like, I just don't...
The level of cope.
Yo,
no,
Teddy,
like,
Teddy fucked him in a debate, though. It was so fucking fun.
Wait, Teddy debated him?
Oh, yeah.
On what?
The party switch.
I don't really get the conservative argument against the party switch. That makes no sense.
It's cope.
There really isn't one.
Cope.
It just sounds like cope. Yeah.
They just
Dude,
do
they just like when that comes up in school? Do they just like reject every like?
Yes. There's like liberal propaganda.
Like they just reject the fact that the eras existed. Like.
I think it was because of what's it called? Oh my God, what's the name of this thing? Basically, like right after the Civil War, the South, after realizing their fear of like slaves coming back for revenge, essentially was like unfounded because most slaves were like, "Bro, high key, I just want to be free, dog. Like I don't even want to like fight you like that right now." Basically, the South was like, "Well, fuck, we look super bad right now." So they like perpetuated a ton of propaganda. It was like the something cause myth. But anyways, it was like all those arguments you've ever seen that are like, It was a war of northern aggression.
Which is how I was taught
it
in
was
8th grade.
yeah.
Bro, I didn't even know that was a
it
term
was-
until we were discussing like how the South is taught about the Civil War. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do they call it the War of Northern Aggression?
Northern aggression.
Like
That's the most
I actually
Yeah.
never heard that term
bullshit.
before. Like this year when
I
last
heard it because I
sophomore
grew up
year.
in. Well, actually, no. The part of Florida that I grew up in.
The lost cause. That's what it is. The lost cause myth, basically. All types of myths about the Civil War you've ever heard stems back to this. What's some other ones? The idea of slavery not being that bad, which is something not as popular nowadays, but is
That's
still something that's perpetuated.
2021.
Oh my god! I remember when the argument
yeah.
was. I remember when they were arguing. Oh, they wanted supremacy, not just freedoms. Like, holy crap!
I think there was an argument that the first person who owned a slave in America was black. That was
I've heard all of those.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yep.
I remember
that
at
one.
one point hearing like 25% of slave owners were black, which is definitely not
That's
true.
just false.
Yeah.
That's
the enslaved
conflate,
people
like,
willingly fought for the
indentured-
Confederacy. I don't know.
They would conflate like indentured servitude to like slavery, things like that. A push.
Yeah, man, it's actually so
pushes
bad.
me farther left. Yeah, I mean, I live in Washington, so my A push class is pretty on point.
It matters on what A push.
That's why that's what made me like a leftist. I was like an Andrew Yang stan before A push. Like, that's as far left as I was.
Hell no, A push was fucking like American propaganda. Are y'all kidding?
What
Bro,
was
no,
your A push textbook? What was your A push textbook?
I don't even remember.
Wait, hold up.
I had
I'll get
American
'em.
pageant, which basically
I'll get
shit on
them.
America half the time.
My A push teacher is a socialist. Nah, mine's like probably like a Keynesian, to be honest.
No, I'm not gonna lie. What completely left wing pilled me, like took me out of centrist era was world history, bro. Holy shit.
We had Phoner.
Nah, world history just made
was
me hate the
Eric
West, to
Foner's
be
book.
honest.
Give Me Liberty. Or Give Me
No,
Death, I think.
the person who wrote our world history book was a fucking commie.
Let me end this. I gotta go to bed soon. I got a
All right,
flight.
that's all good.
You have a flight?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you're going to
that's
Miami.
crazy.
Whoa.
Oh,
He's
okay.
gonna vlog.
Well,